In the meantime, President Bola Tinubu would have to form his cabinet before July the 28th, in line with the new law that mandates the president or governors to submit the names of ministers or commissioners to the State Senate and the State House of Assembly within 60 days of taking the oath of office. While the president hastens to meet with this requirement, a military veteran and adjunct professor at the George Marshall European Center for Security Studies has been talking about what the president should look out for while shopping for a minister of defense. Sifon Esien reports.
The clock is ticking and President Bola Tinubu is racing against time to form his cabinet. According to a new law, the president will have to submit the names of his ministers to the Senate within 60 days of taking the oath of office.
We are going to work on that together.
The Tinubu administration inherited evolving security challenges that continues to pose a setback to the rapid development of the country. For security and development experts, who becomes the Minister of Defense is key if the government is to live up to its constitutional role of protecting the people, territory, values and interests at home and abroad.
There's nowhere where they say this is the functions of this of the Minister of Defense.
Sadiq Shehu is a retired Nigerian Air Force officer. He has been speaking on what the president should be on the lookout for in shopping for a Minister of Defense.
You need a man that will hit the ground, he knows what he's talking. But even as the military, but again, that is not to say, like I said, being a civilian should not be an automatic disqualifier for somebody. Just like, again, it's not every military man that will make a good Minister of Defense for you, as we have seen. It is not every military man that will make a good minister. So, but having a military man has its advantage because you are bringing somebody, and especially if you have somebody who has developed a very mindset. Even the general will have to be somebody with a very open mind. If not, what do you have? The problem with a military officer is that, first, Minister of Defense, which, after saying that is there's advantage. The advantage of speaking a military officer is that most military officers, you don't take the military out of them.
Since 1999, Nigeria has had 11 ministers of defense. 5 were retired military officers.
The two last appointments of the outgoing government for the position of Minister of Defense, with due respect, they perform below expectations. It could be as a result of their principles or way of doing things. How much latitude did he give them? It could also be as a result of their own peculiarities as personalities. And it could be a combination of both. And with due respect, I think it's a combination of both.
In an article published in an online newspaper, the adjunct professor at the George Marshall European Center for Security Studies says the ideal candidate to be appointed as Minister of Defense should be knowledgeable about the geopolitical landscape, revolutions in military affairs, and the various threats that the country may face, including conventional military threats, cyber attacks, and terrorism.
You can pick anybody. Like I said, there are quality officers, but not all officers can give you a good service chief. One thing with the good military, honest, any officer you pick in the armed forces, this is the good thing that the military has more than other sectors. Listen, if you want to find out whether he's a good officer or a bad officer, it is very easy. If you make any wrong choice, it's because you did not find out. If you try to find out, you will know. Like we say in the military, we know ourselves. So if you make a good choice, give this man the complete control of the armed forces.
Whoever emerges as the Minister of Defense, the challenges before them would be how to balance the needs of the military with budget constraints, yet maintain strong, capable armed forces. Sifon Esien, TVC News, Abuja.